What's going on, guys? I got a stock for you guys to look at today. I wish I made a video recently, but if you follow me on TradingView, you would see I've been posting a shit ton on ANY. So it is, I think it's called Sphere 3D. They're supposed to be doing some kind of merger with, I forget the company name, something with the G, but it's going to be some type of Bitcoin mining play, and it's been performing amazing. Like, literally, the trend has been just solid up, and that's, great to see. So what I had to try to figure out was, what is this uptrend that we've been following? Now, I don't have my microphone today, so my voice, it might be a little harder to hear this video, so I apologize. I'll try to talk loudly into my phone. I'm leaving from a job site, so I'm just on the road right now. But basically, you can see how we had this beautiful double bottom. First tap of this upper trend line, came back down. We had a lower high there, or a double top. We came down, and that's when we formed our main rising channel uptrend. And we pretty much trend on this bottom line. We rip up, tap the upper line, get a huge rejection, come back down. We've just been ping-ponging in between. And at one point, we did actually, and it was probably when Bitcoin hit 65K, whether or not this was a Bitcoin play or considered one at the time, that I would have to look at the Bitcoin chart to decide. I don't really have the time to do that right now. But however, we had a huge rip out of there up to $12. So, we do know at least that this thing can get to that $12 range, and I'm sure over time it's possible that it could continue up higher. Now, for now, what I've been watching here, and I was posting some videos about it, some charts about it, was that we had this descending triangle with this flat support down here at 570. We bounced off this quite a few times, and then we had this downtrending line right here of resistance roughly around that 610 level. And when we broke that, we started bouncing around the 0.5 fib at 632, and 641 came in as a pretty solid support line as well. So I ended up averaging in around 641, and I bought some at 632, but roughly I ended up with my 200 shares around 641 average. Now, recently I was posting how when we broke this resistance, this was a very, very good sign. And as we continued up, we had a very nice bullish push up to the next fib level. I believe, I don't know, I don't have my fib levels up right now, but it's a fib retracement level of 715. And then we had some Ichimoku cloud resistance. I'm sure if I pulled this up, we would see, which we can see right now, that we actually recently tapped it again. But on the daily, I believe I was seeing some around, maybe it was, that was the weekly. Yeah, on the 4-hour. Well, on the 4-hourly, I was seeing some right here, and it was around 718 roughly at the time of recording. 718 to 723. Now, as of right now, we did push above the 4-hour Ichimoku cloud. If we go to the 3-hour, we have this really thin resistance line here, roughly around the 745. So that's something that's going to give us some struggle. But if we can blast through that, we're going to get a huge momentum rip up. But if we do get rejected here, we could come back down and back test either the 676, which is another fib retracement level, or we can continue to hold around the 715. Personally, I wouldn't mind seeing it come down to 676. I think it would be an amazing entry point for a back test, and that might just back test this whole breakout before further move to the upside. However, if we do continue in this bullish uptrend here, then we could see ourselves moving up here, and I have a fib retracement on the next upside around 967, which would also be close in confluence with this uptrend. If we were to flag out and continue up from there, which might be a little bit too bullish of an outlook for now, then we would obviously be looking at us testing some levels far and far above, which could bring us back up to this $12 range here. So it's just something to keep our eyes on here. I never want to see anyone FOMO in. So for me, I got in some pretty good spots. So, we might have to wait and see another pattern form and then play the breakout of that, which, whether or not it ends up looking something like this and just kind of going sideways between the 676 and the 745 range, that's something we're going to have to watch. But a pop above 745 and a nice hold above would be a great breakout play. But we can see here on the 30-minute, we're starting to look like we're flagging out right where we are now, which could be a nice pause in the trend before moving up further to the upside here, as we're really just kind of consolidating underneath the Ichimoku cloud resistance. So this is something that we definitely want to keep our eyes on here, especially as Bitcoin's moving, if this is going to be considered somewhat of a Bitcoin play here. But right now it's that, I believe it's the 745 roughly. Let's take a look. Yeah, 745, just like the Ichimoku cloud said. So, that's just something to keep our eyes on. But like I said, if we do kind of double top here at the 745, we could get a pullback here somewhere down between this I have my support line right here at this 688 roughly, 690. I do know that the 676 is a pretty good support, as well as the 715, which came as pretty strong resistance at one point or a few points throughout this trend here. So, this thing's moving very nice. Whether or not it M's out here, that's going to be something we'll have to keep our eyes on here. If it wants to M out here, roll over, back test some support, and then rip to the upside, that would be fine, because I've been noticing it likes to double bottom on each fib level. So that's something we want to keep our eyes peeled on. But a break above that 745, we could get a nice move up to $8.08. That would be the next fib retracement level above. So with all that information, hopefully this helps, guys. Trade safe, trade breakouts, and trade smart. Let's not FOMO into shit, play some breaks, and look for confirmations. But keep an eye on ANY. It's performing very, very good. Hope you guys have a good trading day. Everything's looking pretty nice in the markets today. Peace.